everyone. Hello all gentle folk, gentle beasts and all creatures in between, and welcome back to Let's Play Morrowind with me, Traversing the Dark, and Karla the Cam, the recently exonerated killer of about 6 different people in the Balmora Council Club. I'm sure that nobody's heard of it. We got our lovely Ring of Chameleon that will be extremely useful for us. No worries at all. And look, you'll see that the guards outside who were going to slaughter us mercilessly are now back to their normal everyday duties, like nothing's happened. Hello, guard captain. See? All good. All good. Now, this episode, before we continue with the Mages Guild, because I want to finish another Mages Guild quest chain just before doing the first couple of main quest lines, because there's some nice, important little utility items that we can get before we start off Caius's major quests. So I plan to do that this episode. Hey Rannis, it's me again. Don't you just love when I appear in front of you?
Please talk.
You're nearly a legend around here. Well, Rannis, good to see you again. First thing I'm going to do is actually just sell all of the items down here that that we left last time, just so I could quickly get in and get my bounty removed by Larius Varro. We stopped corruption in the city. We did so by going through the council club hard and taking out the members of the Kimona Tong. So suffice to say, we've done Balmora a good service. We're not exactly laying low. We are making a name for ourselves in Morrowind. We've got our lovely 4 reputation. People know us as a fledgling mage, but one that's certainly in the good books of the guild, and someone who can get things done. Something else I should mention, if you want an extra free 1k gold after you've done the eliminate the bad people Kimona Tong quest, well, you just have to go and ask for some latest rumours, and I usually get it from this guy here. Latest rumours. Everyone's still talking about the murder of Rallan Halalu. Now, Rallan Halalu belongs to the Halalu house. He's one of the councilmen. He's been murdered, and funnily enough, you can go through a whole quest line to find who the murderer is. Or, once you have dealt with all the Kimona Tong members in the council club, you can go to the House Halalu Hall, speak to this lady about Rallan Halalu, and 1,000 gold added to your purse. You do not belong to any house, but you have brought Rallan Halalu's murderer to justice. I'll make sure House Halalu hears about what you did. There was a reward of 1,000 drakes, which is now yours. If you wish to join House Halalu, I'll put in a good word for you. And I don't, because, to be honest with you, apart from one eccentric character, they're probably the most boring house to do quests for. We all know what the best Grey's house is, and I'm not going to say it just now, but we all know. So yeah, you can get an extra 1k gold, even if you haven't went through the quest to find out who his murderer is, because coincidentally you've already killed him. It was that guy at the doorway of the council club who had the dwarven war axe. So folks, what I'm going to do now is basically go on a little shopping spree through Balmora. I'm going to sell all those lovely items that we picked up from the council club members, all this lovely booze, and then I'm going to go back to my Mages Guild duties. Maybe buy a little bit of armour for Karla. She's a little bit low armour-wise. It'd be good to deck us out in full medium armour. So, I'm going to whiz through this shopping spree. Prepare thyself for montage. Just a quick check here, folks. Narcaria of Whitehaven is the local alchemist of Balmora. Now, she is actually a special alchemist in this game because she has some potions that nobody else has. Very conveniently, she has access to potions of exclusive Restore Magicka, which she restocks. These are the best Magicka potions you can buy in the game. My alchemy skill's not enough to tell me how much it does, but I believe it's a pretty strong percentage. Pretty much she's going to be a feature of this playthrough after some time, because we're going to be running out of standard Restore Magicka potions. So that's great. She also has 2 extremely useful potions, Potion of Marking and Potion of Recall. Nobody else in the game sells these 2 potions, and they are absolute lifesavers. I'm going to buy 2 right now. You've seen the Mark and Recall spell. She's a hard woman to bargain with. Thing about these Mark and Recall potions is that you might think, okay, a Scroll of Almsev Intervention, that'll take me out of trouble. If I'm up against something that I don't think I can kill, I'll just click on the scroll, boom. Problem is, what if an enemy hits you and you're knocked down? If you're knocked down, 1, the enemy's next hit is going to do double damage. 2, you can't actually cast any spells while you're knocked down, but you can drink a potion. So if you're ever knocked down and you're going to die in Morrowind, pop a potion of recall, make sure that you've already marked the location, and you will be instantly taken out of trouble. The game's loading screen lies a little bit when it says you're instantly taken away by a Scroll of Almsev Intervention, because it neglects to mention unless you're knocked down. Can't read a scroll, but you can quickly chug a little potion while you're knocked down. That's game logic for you. Back to the montage. Okay folks, we are back and Karla is decked out in some much more powerful armor now. I couldn't resist it. I saw some adamantium... Okay, Headfield, listen, just let a gal admire herself, right? We can't all be barbarians like you. Got ourselves some adamantium pauldrons and a little shield for Karla. I couldn't resist it. The armor rating was too good in these 2. And to be honest, one of the official plugins that Bethesda made was the ability to buy Adamantium Armor, which they added in later in the Tribunal expansion to armorers in Morrowind. So, Game of the Year edition, and I'm just, you know, benefiting from that. But she's becoming more like Samus Aran by the day. Headfield, honestly, I'm so close to fireballing you. With those shoulder pads, she's Variasuit Samus in no time. Anyway, I'll be adding to that armor set as soon as I can, as soon as I get a little bit more money. But for now, it's time for us to continue with our Mages Guild questing. One of the things I'll be doing is selling Soul Drinker, because it's a great short blade, but to be honest with you, it's more useful to me as something that I can something I can sell rather than something I can actually use just now. I won't be selling the Ring of Surroundings. That will actually be quite useful to me. I'll keep this Scroll of Summon Soul Golden Saint and this Scroll of Fourth Barrier. That could be good. Ooh, I wonder if I should do it now. One thing I'm thinking of is if I should sell this to a certain individual, just to showcase that individual just now. Do you know, I think I will. I think I will. If you go travel to Caldera and you explore around a little bit in Caldera, you first of all should read this book because it gives you conjuration experience, ha ha ha, which is just what we needed to level up. If you go uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh.
Something I can do for you out there.
Uh-oh. The guards seem to be after us. Oh no. That's not good news at all. Uh-oh. Wait. This is not great.
What is it, friend?
Uh-oh. That's not good. I wonder how we get out of that. I didn't expect that, I'll be honest. That threw a little spanner in the works. Let me see.
Hello.
See, these guys don't care at all. These guys don't care. Huh. That might throw a little spanner in the works. Yes, it might. Yes, it might. Yes, it might. I think what's happened is those guards are still reacting to the fact that we've killed the Kimona Tong. Because it used to be a bug that even if Larius Varro paid off all of your debt, all of your bounty, those guards would still be they'd still be on your case. But the ones at Fort Moonmoth were fine. It seems that the memo hasn't quite passed to the ones at Caldera yet. Okay, we'll see how that goes. Basically, I'm just not going to deal with that yet. Oh, that's not the best news. Okay. Leveling up. I'm going to put up willpower, intelligence, and strength. That'll do us good. Eventually, I'll be training willpower a lot more. Because I'll need it to be higher in order to advance in the ranks of the Mages Guild. But for now, we'll keep it like that. Restore attributes. My spells right now are good. Next episode, I think I'll showcase some spell making. But just for now, we're going to talk to Edwina Elbert. Try and forget about the fact that we seem to be a wanted criminal down in Caldera. I'll see if I can fix that in the next episode. If you must have duties for the Mages Guild, I suppose I could think of something. What's so important you would interrupt my studies? Yes, Edwina Elbert. That's the face of a studious mage right there. She's the most studious of the Mages Guild members. Yes, Conjurer, there's something you could do for me. I'm looking for a copy of the rare Dwarven book Chronicles of Nishalift. What a coincidence. I stole it from the rogue Telvanni. He just let me have it. Weirdly enough, I knew you needed it, Edwina. Hey, what can I say? What can I say? I can keep the book now, I'll give it. Here you go. I'm impressed, Conjurer. I hope you're always this efficient. I don't always know what's happening. More duties. I've been waiting for ages to get a Detect Creatures potion from Skink and Tree's Shade in Sadrif Mora. It's simply taken Skink and Tree's Shade, it's an Argonian name, forever to finish it. Go to Wolverine Hall in Sadrif Mora and bring the potion back to me as soon as Skink is finished. I will do so. I certainly will do so. These are really odd, random bootlicker jobs right now. Ignore that table over there.
Unexpected, but this is unexpected.
I'm here for the Detect Creatures potion. Okay, thank you very much, Skink. Okay, I'm gonna check if the guards out here hate me, because this is also a an Imperial fort, and it's away on the other side of the world. Look at this, Wolverine Hall. And we went there from all the way over here in Aldrun. This is Telvanni country. This whole area is basically the domain of the Telvanni. Isolated islands, just like their isolated personalities. We won't be exploring much. I really just want to see if the guards out here want to get me. We cool? We cool? We good? Yeah?
You want something, friend?
Okay, we good. Okay, so... it seems like the guys down in Caldera just haven't got the memo. That's so funny. Honestly, every time I play Morrowind, I've played this game since I was like 12 years old. I've been playing it for years. Like, every time I play Morrowind... Oh, a Gar. Maybe I should just kill it. Every time I play Morrowind, there's something new that I see. I've never seen that the guards just in that one area of Caldera will, like, give a crap. Oh, look at him swimming towards me. I almost want him to kill me. But not really, because this is permadeath. And it would waste too much time. There we go. Bye-bye. That's just random murder. The Telvanni know that I'm like them. We'll be coming back here. Slight spoiler for later. Hail. I'll use the altar around here to restore my magicka. Yeah, this episode's a little bit more haphazard than most. But you know what? Sometimes you just got to live with the chaotic energy.
How does the day greet
These swords here are particle weapons from a mod. Now, I'm not going to use them because they're too OP, right? So before you say anything, don't worry. I will not use them unless I find something in the game that's kind of similar value. I just think they look pretty awesome. Because you don't get many weapons like this in the game. They're very valuable. She sells them, but I'm not going to be taking them. Because, I'm cautious of being too OP too early. But it's a really cool mod. Meskoa particle weapons, if you want them. There are some fantastic weapon shades and lighting effects. This one, cool little blunt weapon. Maybe later if we get more necromantic we could buy that one. But for now, we're sticking with our Mages Guild questline. I guess I just can't go to Caldera for a while. We'll see what happens. Hopefully the guards calm down after a while. Karla's maybe got to have a little word with Larius. Maybe the guards at Caldera just have it really in for me. They really like the Kimono Tongue. You've brought me a detect creatures potion. Will you give it? Yes, here it is. Advancement? No. More duty. Sir Lonway in the Mages Guild in Vivec has somehow acquired a copy of Chirmavidium. It is the 6th volume of Marabar Sul's Ancient Tales of the Dwemer, or the Dwarves. Most of the ancient tales are not truly Dwemer in origin, but this one may be an exception. It deals with some sort of golem or centurion. Would you be willing to borrow this book from me? Yes. Thank you, Karla the Cam. Sir Lonway probably keeps the book near her in the Mages Guild in Vivec. Do whatever it takes to get the book, then return it to me. If you're caught stealing, of course, it's a crime against the guild, so be careful, and take these scrolls just in case. Couldn't have spelled it out more. But, Edwina's quests are really just help me with my research, here's some odd jobs to get stuff for me. But just like with Ranis and the Balmora Mages Guild, they start to get a little bit more in-depth. So, Vivec.
Well, hello there. A pleasure.
These two, again, just pure hatred for each other. Look at this rivalry. Has there ever been a better... Look at that quiet, cold disdain. Gosh, I want to pit them against each other and see what happens. Anyway, maybe when I get the command humanoid spell. Sup, Sir Lonway, heard of Chirmavidium? I've never heard of such a book. Lies!
Go ahead.
Lies, because what's in this cupboard? Oh, Sir Lonway's chest. And we don't need the scrolls, we've got the spell on Ducey's open door. Chirmavidium. What a coincidence. And breathing water. Some books are actually skill books, and they'll increase your abilities. We've seen a few already. I just might as well steal some more. Why not? Remember how I said in like episode 5 or whatever how I wasn't going to steal from the Mages Guild? Well, I think Sir Lonway deserves it, to be fair. She clearly just lied to me about her scholarship. I'm out of here. I'm not even going to close your door. Bye now. I'll close that one. I'm not an animal. Right. Take me back to Aldrin. It becomes just second nature to just jump through Morrowind, do you know that? Just hop about everywhere. Hello, Edwina. I got Chirmavidium, here you go. Thank you, Karla the Cam. I'll return the book to you soon, but in the meantime I have more duties for you. I have been distracted from my studies by several reports from Margan. Apparently there's some sort of disturbance at Helene's hut. Since Helene is a member of the guild, we really ought to do something about the disturbance. I simply haven't had time to go do it myself. My research is in an absolutely critical phase. Would you go to Margan and take a look for me? Of course. Excellent, Karla the Cam. Go to Margan. I'm sure someone there can give you further directions. Take care of this for me so I can continue my studies in peace. What do you think about Trebonius? The Guildmaster? Well, he's certainly a powerful battle mage, but what has he accomplished? I wish the guild were led by someone who showed more respect for scholarship, especially with all the interesting things to study here in Vardenfell. Right. Again, deal with this petty problem while I continue reading about dwarves and cool things. Oh, Edwina Ebert. I'll sell these scrolls and I'll sell these potions and I'll sell that book. Not stealing, it's just taking the supply chest. Also, a fighters guild here. And I shall be taking from them...
I don't know if I can help you, but I'll try.
You're a creepy looking little dude. Anyway, I'll be taking their restore health potions. And also... Oh no, I won't do that. Again, I need to be reminded to use the armorer's tools. As you use things in Morrowind, you've got a condition rating. As your condition of your weapon or your armor gets lower, the less damage, the less protection they do. So you do have to use armorers' hammers to repair stuff. You can go to a blacksmith to get your stuff repaired, but at the end of the day, it's better, just more cost effective to do it yourself. It just takes a little while. But all you MMO grinders out there, you'll be fine with that. I think this is the first time we've seen an ash storm in the game. And yeah, they're not the most pleasant. First time I saw one of these, it absolutely terrified me and I stayed indoors for days. They also carry some virulent disease. We heard about that disease, Corpus, way back in episode 1. It is carried on these ash storms that as you get closer to Red Mountain, this big volcano in the middle, you get more and more of them. I like as well how the animation of your character putting up their hand plays out. It's quite cool. So, friend, what do you have for me? Margan. I should better be careful, I'm running out of gold. Spent it on these epic pauldrons. I might quickly go away and sell some of this stuff I said I was going to sell anyway. Yeah, I might just go do that to the local enchantress. Just so that I've got enough gold to get to Margan and back and deal with this disturbance.
I must be going, so if you could make it quick.
His quest is madness, and it takes you away to Solstheim, which is the DLC land up here. Absolute nightmare country. We would last 2 seconds. We would get off the boat and we would be eaten alive by hungry wolves or werewolves. Because that's what's laying in wait up there. What's up, Tanar? She got anything decent? Icebreaker. Actually a decent blunt weapon. It's the same as my steel mace, but it's got a nice little enchantment of frost damage. Might actually take that. That could be useful. But I'll sell her these first. You know what? Take the tax record. Who needs it? And I don't need these scrolls. I've got the spell. Can we get her to 300 gold? I can. Come on, Tanar. Oh, Tanar. We're both Mages Guild members. Okay.
I can spare a few moments if you care to talk.
I'm sure. Also got a few pearls I'll sell just to make a little bit of cash. I was going to Caldera to showcase, for those who haven't seen him, the best and most convenient trader in the game. He's not got the most money, but he's definitely the most convenient, we can all agree.
I must be going.
Right, it's 7 PM, we'll go and deal with this issue at Margan, and for quickness, I'll use my potion of Mark here. There we go. Same effect as the spell of Mark, but in potion form. There's actually no way that you as a player can make a potion of Marker Recall. There's no plants or ingredients that have the Marker Recall effect in the base game. And from what I know, not in Tribunal, not in Blood Moon, and not in Tamriel Rebuilt either. Again.
Where would you like to go?
You know anything, Darius Aryan, about Helene's hut? It's outside the town walls to the southeast near the shrine. Oh, there. Whee! Ow. Let's use our classic ring. And might get a spell ready. Ah, we're okay. Just in case of Cliff Racer attack, I'm wary of them. Since there's been a disturbance, we'll pop a little fatigue potion just before we go in. And I'll summon my Bound Mace. Ah, hello Disturbance. I've found you. I've killed them before. Scamps ain't nothing. Key to Helene's hut. Right. What have we got? Ah! Okay, avert the eyes. Avert the eyes, people. Oh my goodness. Hey, listen. That was more disturbing than the actual disturbance. Okay, so that's a mod. Jeez. Look, when you download the Better Bodies mod, you get two options, people, and sometimes I just click through and I don't look at the option that says don't let nudity, actual nudity, be a real thing. Hey, we all make mistakes. I'll cover that appropriately in post. It's... Oh, okay, right. Is the scamp really gone? Thank you, whoever you are. This is all my fault. Lestian, what's happening? I wanted to be a real sorcerer, not just Helene's apprentice for the rest of my life. I wanted to prove I could summon a scamp. Then Helene would have to take me seriously. I'm just glad it's all over now. Thanks for killing the scamp, Karla the Cam. Telvanni spy? All my fault? Scamp? At first he did everything I told him, but he tricked me. He wasn't really under my control. Then he started tearing the place up and took all my clothes, and I locked myself in this closet, and it's been just horrible. I don't want to be a sorcerer anymore. I won't ever summon another Deirdre as long as I live. Oh my goodness. I don't want to look directly at you. This is a safe angle. Listen, just... It's a little chilly out. Actually, there's an ash storm, so you might want to... I hate his happy little face. Oh, okay, I'm out here. Do you know what? Let's close him in. Let's close him in. That was a real shock. Yeah, here's his clothes. You know what? You don't deserve your robe. I'm taking it. I'm taking it, and I'm leaving the dead scamp there. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm outie. It's actually a pretty nice robe, this. Yeah. Not a bad little robe at all. I'll keep it. Why not? Helps me look more like a mage. And then we can recall potion back. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Here we go. You would not believe the things that I've seen. You would not believe the things that I've seen, Edwina. Edwina, I have seen things that would turn your stomach.
I must say, I find you most interesting right now. Please go ahead.
Oh. What did you find at Helene's hut? What did we not find is the better question. So Helene's apprentice summoned a scamp, is that all? I can't believe I was distracted from my studies for something so trivial. Speaking of which, I discovered these scrolls during my research. You may find them useful. Oh, 5th barrier scrolls, that is useful. You're now Karla the Cam, the magician, strive ever forward. Next duties, I've finished my study of Chirmavidium. Basically, it was the wrong book, take it back to Sir Lonwy, which I'll do. I believe the next rank is Warlock. No, yeah. Yeah. Warlock being the next rank. So, that's interesting. Because Ajira told us before that when we get to the rank of Warlock, we should speak to her. I will finish Edwina's quest before anything else. This is the last one of her, like, busy job tasks. Just got to return this. There you go. Oh, I forgot to sell breathing water. That'll fetch me some gold. And then head back to her, which I'll do with my recall spell just for pure speed. Oh. There we go. In fact, I should really set the mark exactly on her. That would make things easier. Hello there. Yep. The book has been returned. Good work, magician. Once I know the locations of some Dwemer ruins, I'll be asking you to travel to some dangerous places. These amulets will help you return to safety. Very useful pair of amulets.
Welcome, friend. The day is yours.
Pretty much this means you've now got permanent access to Divine and Almsivia Intervention. You could buy the spells, but it's just easier to have these on you. Two very useful amulets that will take you out of trouble. Unless, as I say, you've been knocked down, in which case, have some potions on you that do mark and recall at least. I think that'll pretty much do me for this episode. What I'll do before the end is this.
What is it?
I will restore my magicka, and I'll sell this book, and then I'm going to showcase a little something just before the end.
What do you
I don't really want to end on just Mage Dick. I feel like that's a sour note to end on. So instead, I'm going to show you a little something very unique to Morrowind. Which is a shame they got rid of it during Skyrim, especially. Balmora. Hey guys, good to be back.
To you, friend.
Mariandren, you have a spell that I need dire weakness to fire. Here we go.
Yes, Outlander. How do you do?
Hello, Esther Dallin. Spell making. Now in Morrowind, spell making is lifeblood for a mage. You can combine any number of different effects together, even from different schools of magic. You can increase their magnitude, their duration, the area, the AoE. Now, you can't do everything because you'll never have a chance to cast something as stupid as this. But the fact remains that there's so much potential with this as a system. So many little tricks that you can do. You've noticed that our Levitate spell is very, very expensive to cast. Instead, what I can do is make something just a little bit more cost effective. All I need to be able to do with Levitate is fly, so I could make something that's like magnitude 5 points for 40 seconds. And that basically does the same thing as our Levitate spell does. I don't need 10 points of Levitate.
Go ahead.
And it will be much more cost effective than my actual spell that I've got just now. I'm just going to sell some of these cheap potions just for a little bit more money. And some of this Quamacuttle. These Racer Plumes, that'll do me good.
Warmly greeted, friend. Welcome.
Levitate on self, just to make it easier to cast and for a easier duration. See, it says spell chance 70. If I put it to 5, spell chance 61. I really don't need more than 3. That'll take me really everywhere that I want. Basic flight, call it. And so our chance to now levitate is much, much better than it was. At full fatigue, we have an 88% chance to cast that spell, as opposed to the one we bought, where we only have a 49% chance. So you can play with spell duration, spell magnitude to make spells that are very cost effective. One of the most cost effective ways that you can do damage as a mage is through this, but I don't know if I've got enough money yet to do it. Let me just check. I probably won't have. Very quickly, I wonder if I could sell some other stuff. Could sell that scroll of the 4th barrier. It might get me what I want. Because as a mage, you really have to strategize with your damage to get kind of the meta. If you're going for that. It's also just a good way to be cost effective. You know what? It's very useful, but I'm going to sell these scrolls. I'm going to sell them just to make the money that I need to make this spell. Because this spell is fantastic at what it does. Come on, Galbadur. Oh, she cannot afford the transaction. Oh, she's not got...
Greetings and salutations.
Not got enough gold. I'm going to wait so that our gold comes back. There. If you wait for 24 hours, a shopkeeper gets all their gold back. Which is a good little trick to know. Cool. That is over 1,000 gold. That should do me. Our destruction skill's not amazing, but a very good way that you can make a really powerful spell quite easily is to add a weakness effect just before you cast a spell. Weakness to fire for 100 points on 1 second. Right? And you know what? We'll do that in an area of 10, just because we can. And then add your damage. So it'll be on touch to keep things cost effective. 2 second duration, and it'll be for, let's say 25, could we go 30? 30 seconds? 30 points of damage even. Right. So with this, you're creating a very cost effective spell. You're giving your opponent a weakness to fire. So even if they're resistant to fire, weakness to fire 100% will mean that they will definitely take damage from your spell. If someone's already weak to fire, they're going to get destroyed by this. The reason why we do it for 1 second is because when we come to our fire damage effect, 30 points for 2 seconds on touch, you would assume that that's 60 points of fire damage, 30 times 2. But with the weakness effect, that is doubled. And we only need 1 second because when we cast this spell, we're applying the weakness and the fire damage at the same time, and then our next fire damage is ticking over. So the weakness for 1 sec ticks over to the spare 1 second we have in our fire damage. 2 second fire damage spell on touch. So this is a good way to output as much damage as possible with your spells. I'm just going to call this Exploding Palm. Boom. And this is going to be pretty much bread and butter destruction spell. With our fatigue at max, we have an 87% chance to cast this, and it is really going to do some damage. What I might do is tweak it. I didn't put the fire damage on 10 feet as well. I really should do that because it costs almost nothing to make your spell AoE. It costs maybe 5 more casting chance to give your spell at least an area of 10 feet, which is absolutely nothing and is just so useful. So, next episode, we will be continuing on with Edwina Elbert's quests in Aldrun. These are quests that are sending us out into the world to explore some dwarven ruins, so it'll be our first time really exploring some more dungeons of Morrowind, and I thought we might as well have a spell that's effective in order to do it. I'll see you all then, folks. Until then, enjoy your day, enjoy your week. I hope that your night has not been spoiled by the disturbance in Helene's hut. It certainly left a disturbance on me. Have fun sleeping tonight, and make sure to check under your bed. Okay, so you want to see how strong this Exploding Palm weakness to fire trick is? The following events are not canon to Karla's story.
What can I do for you?
That's how strong it is. Yep. That's how strong it is.